It's been a long time. Now it's time to freaking damn rant. Alright folks, back with a Power Ranger based rant. This is a long time coming, but I didn't know that it will be even better. Oh, this is even better. I mean, I'll just say personally, I want Power Rangers to succeed. I want the kids to actually not get ripped off. I would love them to have the same quality as toys as we got as kids in the 90s. But instead, no. Ever since 2010, ever since Bandai was like, oh, well, Disney's about to freaking cop out and sell out, we might as well too. And that's when they dropped their freaking damn values. But technically, they dropped their values so long ago. I think the last one they dropped their values on was, I would really like to say Jungle Fury, but it's not even Jungle Fury because even Operations Overdrive, they have different ones from Japan. Is different. They made their own mode. I think even Mystic Force might have been the last one. I think Mystic Force might have actually have been the last one, but of course, someone can easily correct me. All I'm just trying to say is I want Bandai to succeed. I want Power Rangers to succeed, and I want the toys to actually be up to par and not actually be totally copping out, being repaints, re-releases of repaints and all this stuff. It's like, yeah, please stop that. I know you're going to be like, oh, but the molds. It's like, come on. Last year, you guys released a freaking Pocky Zord in purple when the gray one was nowhere to be freaking damn found. I would think you should make more gray ones and forget about the purple one. That's really what you should have been doing, but no, you decided to be idiots. And heck, even Anglozord was a little bit hard to find. And you decided to do repaint of Anglozord even though we want to have the freaking Cyan / Aquamarine / Toku, whatever. That, we just want the original version. Now here we come with the freaking damn rants. Now it's time for me to actually be able to bash them. So, I already made a previous video of they decided to say, no, we're not making the hamburger Morpher. No, we're not going to do that one from Ninja. Okay, I can understand that. So, are you going to at least be cool enough to actually make the guitar to Morpher? Oh, no? No, the guitar is just like the sword where it's like a little bit useless, but at least you gave it a freaking Nerf gun effect. That one's okay. That was pretty okay. The only messed up part is, again, well, it doesn't read anything. Oh, my gosh. It's like, okay, well, hopefully the Morpher has to be decent. Oh, yeah, side note, they already made a third Morpher. This is their third Morpher. They already had a Morpher they already released that was blue. Now, this is where we get to the point of, what the frig happened? You would figure the one that's bullcrap, the one that's most likely not going to even be in the show, that one's the crappy one. That's the one people are going to dodge and say, nope, not unless they actually lost the first Morpher and they're like, oh, well, at least we got this Morpher replacement. That's the only way how that works. It's like if they lost the Morpher, if the Morpher broke, and then all of a sudden all you got is just a repaint Morpher. That only makes sense. That makes perfect sense of why someone will buy it. Now, technically that one should be the crappiest one, but no, the Gold Ranger one's crappy. So they decided to edit and change it and actually make it like truly a star and everything, and that's okay, I guess. And you're able to have it in a gun mode, the freaking handle that was in the original one that you're able to hold it like a shield. Now it's actually as if you're shaped to be able to hold it like a gun. Okay. So the real messed up part is can it read? Can it actually do more than what the other ones did? You would figure that this one's a perfect opportunity. They can add extra money, and that means that instead of being like legendary power star, it's more like legendary SPD power star activate. You would figure that's how it goes. You would figure, oh, the Gold Ranger Morpher will have more than what the original Morpher had. Smart move, Bandai. That's a smart move. Crappy move, but smart move. I wouldn't even have this video if that was true. Sadly, no. They dialed it back so horribly bad that I'm like, wow, you made this rant so freaking damn easy. You made it so easy to do this because you soon, oh my gosh, here we go. So I think it comes with 2 power stars. It comes with the Gold Rangers and it comes with Hurricane Mode Power Star or whatever you want to call it. So it comes with those 2 power stars. They look kind of nice. Now, when you put those in, no matter which Power Ranger Power Star, Transformation Star you want to put in, it will actually just say activate. That's it. Oh my gosh. And if you put in any elemental one, you put it in there, it will just say engage. That's it. It doesn't actually know which one it has in its freaking, oh my gosh. And they should be happy, but chances are I know what's going to happen. It's most likely if you put, and I'm going to spash, Japanime here. He did great. Thank you for showing me this bullcrap. Chances are I will have to guess and say if you put any Zord or any legendary ones, it's just going to say summon. That most likely is what's going to happen here. And I'm like, wow. So you got rid of the hamburger Morpher. And you did the same exact bullcrap, but even worse than happened in freaking Power Rangers Samurai. Not to mention that even the other Gold Ranger, oh my gosh, even the one in Power Rangers Dino Charge, he got screwed over. This begins to become a total horrible bullcrap where it's like, wow. How in the world could you easily get this wrong? It's even crazier when it comes to the TV production. It's like, hey guys, you guys know that you have the Gold Ranger song, right? You had that ever since 1996. You keep on revamping Go Go Power Rangers, but yet you're not gonna revamp It's Time for a Gold Rush! Go Ranger! It's like, wow, you're telling me that you guys never thought in Power Rangers Samurai, in Power Rangers Dino Charge, and even now with Power Rangers Ninja Storm, Ninja Steel. Yeah, that's how much you crap. You suck so much, I would prefer to talk about Ninja Storm than Ninja Steel. But you're telling me you forgot that you had a Power Gold Ranger song. I mean, it makes sense that when it comes to Power Rangers Super Mega Force, it slipped your mind that you have a Silver Ranger song. For people who don't know, in Power Rangers in Space, they did have a Silver Ranger song, but it only is exclusive to the UK. So everyone in America most likely wouldn't even know it exists. Not unless you were like me. And then I found out in 2008, 2009. Even though I do have to admit, in the Silver Ranger song, yeah. I rather actually enjoy the intro of In Space than the Silver Ranger song. But it really boggles your mind saying, what were you guys thinking? What were you thinking? You made a repaint, and most likely the repaint does everything that the original Morpher can, but this one, the repaint that really matters, the Gold Ranger. You're telling me the Gold Ranger Morpher can't do anything but minor crap. Now, I'm sorry, but when it comes straight down to it, what you should have did is screw people over with the repaint, the one with the freaking light blue crap. That one should have been this Gold Ranger Morpher, and the Gold Ranger Morpher should have been that Morpher, but with added features. That makes so much better sense. Plus, lots of people want to get it because guess what? Now it can read the Ranger, the legendary Power Stars. So instead of just making those Power Stars just so kids can throw it at people, we're just like, do you really want to do that in the first place? But no, they actually want you to launch the stars at people. Yeah, they really kind of do. Yeah. So, it's really kind of sad. I'm like, wow, you made this too easy. How the frick did you allow this Morpher to come out? I'm sorry, but just like Japanime said here, it's not worth it. And if I find it, the chances are, hopefully, sadly, I already found Morphers in the clearance aisle, but the Morphers were still the same price as they were in the toy aisle. Now, hopefully, if things work and we can give Bandai a message, which is a good idea. Folks, let's give Bandai a message. Let's make that Morpher go all the way to the clearance aisle. That means everyone don't buy the Morpher. Allow the Morpher to go in clearance for maybe $10 or $15 or $5. Allow Bandai to know we're not going to take their crap anymore. We're not going to take their crap of giving us the secondary Morpher that totally sucks. Who is with me on this? It's like, we shouldn't have the second Morpher totally sucking. Even when it comes to the Gold Ranger, I think that Morpher kind of did suck. The Japanese version, I mean, it could have been tweaked. I mean, that Morpher could have been tweaked to the part of where you don't have to go in after it scans scans the key, and you have to put that thing back up so it can scan again. America, I was personally hoping that you actually would have a nice little gimmick where it can go back up by one press of a button. But no, you decide to say, we do away with that. Now it's just nothing but a holder. It's a key holder. That's all it is. A key holder that most likely does have it. I forgot. Does it even have... Yeah, most likely it does. It does. Yeah, it does have some sounds. But the messed up part, it's just that the 6 Rangers are so getting screwed over here. I'm trying to even think back with RPM, which I'm like, did they even have a release for those? The Go on Wings, aka Gold Ranger, and Silver Ranger, did they even have? I think they did, but it's very small. Of course, it's kids, though. It's like, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I don't even remember if they actually did have some sound in those. I don't even remember. I don't think they did. Not to mention even way back, yeah, so it's like, looks like the Rangers, extra Rangers are getting the shaft. I mean, you don't even have for Mystic Force, I don't think the White Ranger or the Blazing Wolf Ranger even got a release on the phones. And it's like, wow, those are repaints. Those are repaints. Bandai, how in the world that now you care about repaints, but back in the day, you didn't give a crap? What's up with that? We gotta talk about that. It's like, how in the world does that work? How does that freaking work? How does that work? It's like, if you didn't care about it back in the day, I don't think you should care about it now. That's how it should go. It's like, yeah, if you didn't care about it back in the day, you can't do it now. I'm sorry, but no. If you don't do repaints back in the day, you don't get to do repaints now. But really, you made it so easy. It's like, wow, this Morpher totally sucks. It really does. And for you to actually have this, the third repaint. And I think when it comes to Dino Charge, all three Morphers, they most likely are the exact same thing. And you're telling me that this third one, that's technically absolutely the same damn thing, you skipped out. What? What? Really? Really now? I thought you guys enjoy repainting and remodeling and stuff, but apparently someone was so, when it comes to the electronics, you guys just decided to go skimp out on it, which I'm like, whoa. So you're trying to tell me you're just screwing over kids right now? Because, hey, that's what freaking Bandai said. That's what freaking Saban's brand said. This is for kids. So are you really trying to say right now you're just basically trying to screw over children? Is that what you're really trying to now? You're freaking kid fans, the one you're really doing it for. And you decide to screw them over with this crappy Morpher. I mean, yeah, you also have the crappy repaints of the Megazords, and that's even worse. And screw the freaking parent panel who's like, yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, we'd rather get a Megazord than a Zord. It's like, yeah, but look at the verses. I would say $10 to $16 for a regular freaking Zord, which chances are this time you could actually maybe get it for like $8 instead of paying $35 for a Megazord. And you're just going to continue to buy $35 for each freaking Megazord just for that one Zord. That sounds pretty stupid and means that, hey, parents, you just screwed over your children. Because, hey, if you want the freaking Megazord, you should get the freaking damn Megazord. Buying them just the Zord is a dumbass idea. I mean, it's like, oh man, you're going to your parents. It's like, yeah, well, my mom did buy me the Falcon Zord, but at least the Falcon Zord, it makes sense why it actually was sold all alone, because Falcon Zord could actually be used many times. Of course, it's not as fun as having a Zord, Megazord, yeah. And wow, it can actually be used on two Megazords. But still, the Falcon Zord is pretty decent, even though I grew to hate it and dislike it. But still, at least that one makes sense. That makes sense of a Zord to actually use. And plus, other Zords, they're pretty okay to have by themselves. I mean, yeah, they actually supposed to complement the Megazord. It shouldn't have to be brought with another Megazord. It's like, come on, dudes. Really? You're telling me if way back in the day you had this decision, you're going to pair the Falcon Zord with a Megazord to a repainted crappy Megazord? You know, I most likely wouldn't have gotten that for Christmas, right? It's like, yeah, you know that I would not have gotten that for Christmas. So you're doing that the same thing to kids. It's like you're doing the same thing because the kids who bought the Megazords are getting screwed over. I mean, yeah, there's many of them who are thinking of the bright side and say, hey, yay, more Megazords. But the parents are like, oh, God, more $35 I have to spend on this. And, of course, if you would have just done it individually, you actually would be spending, and let's just say they're going by $8 because, well, there's nothing really else they could do unless they are a little bit crazy, and most likely, yeah, Bandai is crazy for your money. So, yeah, they could have made it $11 or $12 because they added some extra stupid features to the Zord. But still, to have all those Zords, just Zords alone, and I know they're going to release a 4-pack eventually. Was it 4-pack? 1, 2, 3. No, it's 4. It's 4, depending on if they actually release the 4th one and put it in a TV show, which is, it is doubtable that they're going to do that. But still, it's like, oh my gosh, man, really? Think about it. You're able to pay $32 if they go alone, of course. $32, and if they didn't go alone, we say like $12, then that means that technically it's $48. Even so, look at that. You spending like a freaking Megazord and a little bit of a half of it just to get 4 Zords. And that works perfectly fine. Then 35, 35, 35, 35. If you can freaking damn count, that is $140 without freaking tax. Yeah, good job, idiots. Good job actually making it so that other parents have to deal with your bull crap because you're an idiot. Good job on that. But still, if you're doing this for the kids, it's like, let's just go down and say this. If you're supposed to be doing Power Rangers for the kids only, why are you screwing over the kids? I mean, this Gold Ranger Morpher here is messed up. I mean, I know kids will definitely like it. Yeah, the kids will like the effects, but seriously, you need to treat kids like you did in the 90s. You need to make sure you don't screw them over. And heck, you should have went above and beyond on this thing. This is a horrible piece of crap. And I can tell you the truth, by some crazy miracle, if I'm able to get one of those Morphers for $5 freaking damn bucks, I will actually live show a video of me smashing it to pieces just because it deserves it. As for the Power Stars, I'm most likely to sell those and get $5 back, so I didn't pay Dilly Squad just to destroy a Morpher, but it's to give a point. The fact of, if you make messed up crap, it gets the freaking hammer. And you already screwed over kids once before with the stupid Super Mega Force gun. Oh my gosh. That is the worst toy you ever created. And it looks like this one might even be in second place or tied for first. So good job. You made a second crappiest thing you ever made that was for roleplay. Good for you to continue screwing over children. It's really sad that you're doing this, but at least the good news is that that's 2012. At least you spent 5 years not screwing over kids, excluding the Golden Ranger Morpher. Golden Ranger Morpher from Dino Charge. So if you want to include that one, then, sadly they spent nothing because every single year they might actually have had a crappy freaking toy, which that's messed up. So I'm just going to end it with this saying, if you're for the kids, Bandai. Well, actually, no. Freak Bandai. If you're for the kids, Saban's brands, you need to talk to your head honcho Bandai over here and tell them, hey, we get it, you want freaking damn money, but if we're supposed to support children, we should not screw over the parents who are buying the toys for them. Not only that, but also the kids who actually care enough to actually know that, hey, if this is poor quality, the kids are going to not like the toy. And I would love and support every single kid who actually is like, this toy is messed up, bull crap, and doesn't do exactly like this other Morpher does. We're taking it back to the store. Mom, take that toy back to the store. That's what I would like. It's like, yeah, stick it to the man. Show him that you don't want to have crappy toys when you deserve to have a decent toy in your hands. It is a very, very easy freaking rant, and it went so long, and also had to bash on a few things that they did before. So, good luck out there. Who knows what I'm going to talk about next? Might be the freaking Gold Ranger Megazord. We'll see tomorrow. Bull Rider Megazord. Are you serious? That's the name you chose. Bull Rider Megazord. Are you serious? Are you really serious?